Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. I'm Papa Boris here playing some more Meteorfall, and this time we're going to do a champion spotlight video featuring Mischief, the mischievous rogue. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's my, most petty first world problem pet peeve of all time that I can't immediately look at the deck. I have to choose a place first. Let's go to the forest. And now let's take a look at Mischief's deck. This is, I think, a fan favorite character. Seems like on the forums a lot of people like her a lot. So she starts with a bevy of attack cards, one of which is attack 2, and these are obviously garbage. But then we have 3 stab. Stab is a great card. You get a time and deal a damage. So you have to be careful how you interpret this. This is still a cost. This card is not free. It does cost a stamina to play, but it doesn't cost a time to play. So you can almost fully cycle it and get an almost free 1 damage. Then there's Eviscerate, which deals 1 damage plus an additional 1 for each card played this turn. See, other cards that have the same kind of rules mechanics do not say played this turn, they just say each card played, and it's confusing what that means. Any hoodle. So this can be anywhere from 1 damage to, 5 later on. I don't actually like this card very much because it costs a lot of stamina and is often as good or worse than a regular attack card. Of course, if you get a bunch of stabs and then Eviscerate, you can get this to be up to a pretty high level because the stabs gave you more than the usual number of cards. Spider Bite's definitely the weak link. So it poisons the enemy for 1 damage, and it gives you back a time. So it's kind of like Stab in that it cycles itself, but unlike Stab, which deals a regular damage, this deals a poison damage, and it costs 2 stamina, unlike Stab's 1 stamina, which is a big difference. It's twice as much stamina. So the thing about poison is that the damage on this increases, triangularly. I don't know what that term is, when you add 1, then add 2, then add 3, then add 4. So if you upgrade this to have 2 poison damage, then it deals 3 damage over 2 turns, as opposed to Stab, which just deals 2 damage immediately. So Spider Bite, if you get other poison cards in your deck, can be good, but it's generally just a worse Stab because it costs that extra bit of stamina. So some decent goals for the Thief. Obviously, getting more stabs is good. Getting rid of these attacks is good, and if you can go for a poison strategy with Spider Bite is good. Another good card for the Thief is the Sword, which is a warrior card in the starting warrior deck, but it's actually really good for thieves. The Sword increases the damage from each source by 1, and obviously if you're playing a bunch of cards in little cycles like Stab, that multiplies quite quickly, so that's a card we'd love to find. Okay, well that's enough of an introduction. Let's go ahead and fight our first enemy, a level 1 baby Snotwolf. Alright, we'll go ahead and Spider Bite it, stab it, getting the time back, stabbing, getting the time back again. Now let's think. If I attack and go down and take the enemy down to 1 hit point, then it will die next turn of poison, no matter what else happens. But I still have plenty of time left, and I drew a stab anyway to kill it on the spot. Okay, so that was good. Alright, we got a Trickster, only 5 hit points, really is not a problem for Mischief the Thief. Okay, so the Eviscerate's a really crappy card to play early because it uses up a bunch of stamina and only deals 1 damage. So I'm going to actually discard it, even though I don't gain any stamina, and we'll just take our chances with the rest of it. So Stab, get the chain going, good, and attack 2, nice drawing the attack 2, that will be the kill. If I had drawn a regular attack, I could have still killed it perhaps next turn with another regular attack card. Okay, so we have a choice. You can take Reckless Strike, which is 6 damage to the enemy and 2 to yourself, or Poison, which poisons 2. Now, the thing about Poison is this may seem awful, because it's Poison 2 for 4 stamina, as opposed to Spider Bite, which is Poison 1 for 2 stamina, and this is clearly not that good. But if you upgrade this, then, it increases dramatically how good it is. So I'm kind of in a crossroads. I don't really want to deal 2 damage to myself pretty much ever, but 6 damage is a lot, and I don't really want to go for a Poison strategy, so we'll take the Reckless Strike. Alright, here's a Heartbeat. Stab is always... You're just always happy to see a stab. Spider Bite. Yes, I'll use it. I get the time back, and I still have a decent chunk of stamina here. Now, attack is an interesting one. That one, if I go down to 2, I only got 2 more stabs in me left, so let's see. It'll be at 5. Let's say I get 2 more stabs. It's 3. Poison doesn't quite kill it. I'm just going to pitch this for the stamina now. Eviscerates. This will be 3 damage. Well, 3 for 3 is not the end of the world. I guess we'll do that. Stab, always happy to see a stab. Always happy to see a stab. I just need 1 more attack, and that'll do it. Poison didn't even matter that time. But it's still good I played the Spider Bite because it gave me the time back, which is important. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so we got a Temple. And what I'm going to do here is get rid of one of the attack cards. If you want to be more adventurous, you can do something like get rid of the Eviscerate if you don't like it. You can get rid of Spider Bite. I could even get rid of this Reckless Strike. It just kind of feels bad to get rid of something that I got for a level up. So I'll get rid of a regular old attack. And that's kind of what you want to do. This is a very popular character, I think, among players because, you know, it's just fun in a deck building game to trim out your deck and cycle through really quickly, doing tons of stuff every turn. Anyone who's played Dominion, I'm sure, has had the pleasure of playing a moat card and doing a whole bunch of crap. I'm actually going to get rid of the Eviscerate here because while 3 damage is fine, it takes me down to 0 stamina, which might make me have to discard a stab, which is something I never ever want to do. Alright, there's the Reckless Strike, and is it worth doing? I think so. I think I'd rather take 2 damage than take whatever damage the Bear Warrior is going to throw at me, so yeah, this is worth it. Oh, especially because I'm leveling up. So, yeah, that's pretty easy choice. Okay, so for the Rogue, I think Stamina is a pretty clear call, because if you have that extra bit of Stamina, you're more likely to be able to play out everything in round 1 and just wreck the enemy. Of course, you know, 5 health is certainly good for survivability, so if I die, then I'm going to regret my choice. But for the first one, I like to get the Stamina. Makes me feel less bad about spending 3 stamina just to deal 2 damage. Ooh, 2 attack cards in a row. Well, I still have 4 stamina left, so let's do it. And now, do I spend the rest of my stamina to do this Reckless Strike? I think not this time, because I not only want to get that stamina back, but I don't want to go down to 0 and potentially have to discard a stab. What are we looking at? 4 damage. Alright, 4 damage for 3 without damaging myself seems decent. Okay, so I'm hoping I only take 1 round of damage from this cultist. Ooh, but that might not happen, because he got an Ice Bolt. And so now I am... Oh, man, I'm frozen for 2? Was that an upgraded Ice Bolt? Seriously? I can't see from here if it's upgraded or not. But, yeah, it must be upgraded, because it did 4 ice damage and froze me for 2. Crap, so now my stabs don't do any damage. I'm actually in a little bit of trouble here. Crudscapes. Well, let's do 1 damage. And, you know, Spider Bite! Oh, the poison would have actually gotten through the thing, but I have to throw it away because I am out of stamina. Stab, I'm gonna just do no damage with it, but I want to keep cycling because I've got the stamina, I guess. This does no damage, so there's no point in playing it. I guess now I actually would like to find my Reckless Strike. Eviscerate, is that gonna get through? It's gonna get through. Oh, that was a good top deck. Okay, so I took a bunch of damage, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. 9 out of 16, I could very well die if I face another enemy. Let's go ahead and go to the temple, because I just cannot resist temples if my life depends on it, which it might actually be depending on it now. Let's get rid of another attack. Alright. Nuke Viking. What the hell? Increase damage dealt by 2, canceled when you discard a card. I think I'm going into my doom here, but let's just do it. It's a champion spotlight video. If it's going to be fast, it's going to be fast. Alright, Reckless Strike, here we go. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to see, but let's do it. Stab, please. Oh, this will actually kill it, won't it? Okay. I guess the Reckless Strike was pretty good. I needed that big burst of damage. Oh, crap. I thought I was going to level up there. Whoops. Okay. Well, I guess it's time. Oh, it feels bad resting. I'm about to level up. Alright, let's go to the shop. I'm playing very recklessly here with Mischief. What do we got here? Jab. Deal 3 damage, costs 1 less for each point of stamina you have. It's kind of weird because it already costs 0. I don't actually understand that. Maybe when it levels up, the stamina cost increases? Or maybe because my current stamina is high? So I actually don't know what its base cost is. I wish this actually showed you the base cost instead of what your stamina currently is. Okay, backstab. Gain a time. I'll always like to see that. If this is the first card played, deal 5 damage, otherwise deal 1. Okay. So this is a stab, unless it's the first card you've played. It's not likely to be the first card you ever play because as the thief, you cycle through a lot of cards. So I'm not that jazzed about another stab that's worse. But I mean, stab's so good, another stab that's worse might be palatable. And then there's another Eviscerate, which I definitely don't want. All right, we'll try life with a bad stab. I'm not gonna get jab. We'll just let that go. Okay. Yep, here we go. Running to my doom versus this Bear Warrior. And the Bear Warrior does have some resistance cards. So, oh, this is just 1 damage. I wish it was backstab instead of Eviscerate. So I could actually be in a lot of trouble here. I'm just stabbing away. Do I play this attack? No, I don't think so. I will play the Spider Bite to get the time back. And Reckless Strike, let's do it! Okay, 9 stamina. Can he deal 5 damage to me? Well, that's a lot. And resistance, that's 3 damage. Oh my god, am I gonna live? I lived! Oh, because I did so much damage to him that Slam didn't actually do that much. Okay, so now he's unfortunately resisting damage by 1, so my stabs don't do anything. Except Cycle. Attack is not worth playing because I only have 3 stamina. Backstab is just a bad stab, but I get my time back. And Reckless Strike. Well, this will literally kill me. And it will not kill him because he's resisting damage. Oh boy, I don't think we're getting out of this, guys. Oh, yep, that resistance is what did it. Yep, because I can get him down to 2 hit points. And now he's going to play a card and kill me. Bop! Alright, well thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that spotlight on Mischief the Thief. Obviously, you do need to be a little bit more careful than I was. Maybe taking the health level up would have been better, or skipping one of those fights. But as it is, we get to wrap it all up here. And coming up next will be our spotlight on the Priest. I'll see you guys soon.